Going for a little cruise today.
So today's trip takes us around Hill Island, which according to this map on the scale is 5.5 kilometers long. I guesstimate it'll be about 13 to 14 kilometers in distance, give or take. It could be more because, we're going to go down the International Rift and basically straddle the border all the way along and hook around and go. We'll take this little shortcut through Club Island and head out into the Canadian Channel for a little while, and then we'll probably take the inside channel and go under the arched section of the bridge just to avoid some of the current and the traffic that goes on here in the middle of the day. And that'll get us back to the point of origin. I guesstimate it'll take a couple of hours. I could be totally on crack on that. It could take 3 hours. But it's basically an endurance to see how well that battery does and that Torqeedo system does. Well, it looks like it's charged up 100%. Been charging overnight, so we're good to go. Thought I'd give you a shot of the battery pack. It's just mounted to the back of the seat. And these are kind of makeshift rocket launchers, as they call them, for the fishing rods. It's always good to have secondary means of propulsion, just in case. So we're all wired up. This goes to the battery, gives the power, the juice to the motor, and that's done up with a collar, and it's all gold contacts. And the seat has a temporary ram mount that I disconnect once I get in the boat. This is just so I can physically get in the boat because it's very tight. And once I'm in, I just undo this and move it up to a ball mount underneath the coaming. Right there. And once the paddles are in and they're stowed up in the bow, I just hang them by bungee cords so I'm not stepping on them. And it's tight but comfy enough. Hey, we're all rigged up. Moved the mount up for the throttle. Got the rods and the rocket launchers, and I think we're ready to go. We're just starting out with 100% power, and at this throttle setting, we can go about 17 kilometers. Go for that wasp nest. So I'm just going on about the display again. Basically at the top it's the battery charge percentage and the remaining range at the current speed is the next column, and followed by the speed in the third column, and the fourth column is input power consumption. There we go. Back up to 12. Just headed towards the International Rift. There's Canada, there's the US. are, right on the border bridges. Don't see any cameras down here. Duty free. Honeybee Island. And I meant to mention there's a GPS receiver right inside the battery, which allows the system to calculate your range according to speed and power input. So here we are in the Lake of the Isle. I got a headwind, like about 5 to 10 knots. Well, we're back underway. Had a bit of an issue with the weeds. This motor does not like weeds. Had to paddle for about half a kilometer or so. That's alright.
I would like to hear your reflections on hearing the way she absorbed it, not condoning.
So I had to paddle about a half a kilometer to get out of some very thick weeds. They fouled the prop pretty badly. I couldn't put it in reverse to get rid of them, so I eventually had to remove them by hand.
That's a very peculiar, exactly, that's a very peculiar thing to look for.
Already feeling frustrated.
There's Rockport in sight. Now we're officially heading back. It's a little weedy here. We might have to pull out the paddle. Whatevskis. Oh, we didn't have to pull out the paddle. What a bonus. This thing just does not like the weeds. Any little bit of weeds causes a fair amount of vibration. I don't know, it probably drains the battery. We left at 11:30, or well, 20 after 11. I would say almost 3 hours. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Well, I'm out. So all in all, it was a good trip. Looks like we've got 19% power left. But I'm glad to get out of this tight little ship, I'll tell you that. Nice fall colors. Probably the last trip of the year. We're gonna put her to bed. Bye for now.